What did we say the top number? How many we want or how many we have? What did we say the bottom number tells us? Carter?
How much there is?
How many groups? How many pieces, right? So keep that in mind. Oh, everybody's eyes are right here. I see your hands doing other things. I see your eyes looking at other things. Okay? This is 1/2. If I made my fraction look like this, do you know how to say that? Carter? Or Connor? Sorry.
You're almost about to say 2.
How do I say that? If this is 1/2, this is...
2 halves.
Oh, is that
1 and 3 makes 3 halves.
1/3.
1/3.
Okay, so let's remember, if this number up here told me how many I have or how many I want, this tells me the total number of pieces or groups. Okay, so if I have 1/3, that means how much I have, how many pieces or groups are in thirds. Look right here. How many groups or pieces if I have thirds? Karis?
Well, you might have 30.
No. If in 1/2, if I have 2 pieces or 2 groups, in thirds, how many pieces or groups would I have? Mason?
3.
Everybody's eyes look right here. If I'm using thirds, that bottom number is a 3, and that tells me that I have 3 pieces or 3 groups. So I want you to take your 12 beans, and I want you to divide it into thirds. So how many groups are you going to divide your 12 into? 3 groups. Can it be any kind of groups? No, they have to be the same number. So you take your beans, and you go 1, 2, 3, and then do another group. 1, 2, 3, and then do another group. 1, 2, 3.
I need to get some more. I only have 2.
3 groups.
Do this. 4.
You got 4 groups, Jenny.
1, 2,
Yes, you have 4 groups. I want 3 equal groups. When it's a third, that bottom number's a 3, and that tells me how many pieces or how many equal groups I have to have. Okay, so if I have 1/3, how many beans are in one of those groups?
3.
Kara?
4.
There are 4. If you had 3 equal groups, that was 4. Okay? So 1/2 is how many pieces?
2.
1/3 is how many pieces?
4. 3.
3. Okay? If I have this fraction, that's 1/4. How many pieces or equal groups do I have? I heard somebody say it. 4. So I want you to take your 12 beans and I want you to make fourths. I want you to make 4 equal groups. Start out with your 12, and now this time you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do I call
No,
it?
that's 2 groups.
Stop it.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get 2 right.
This is easy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Yep. Yeah.
It's like you're going to have another 6.
I sure did. Pass those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
if I had 4 equal groups, how many were in each group?
3.
Very good, just 3. Okay. Now, I want you to count 24.
No, we have to get some more.
You can get some out. But I want you to count 24 beans if you need them. Miss Pam's going to get you some beans. Okay?
How about instead of this is 24. Okay, I already got it. 24. I got 24. I got 24. Come inside your head. You need 24 I ate shells.
Okay. Who has 24 beans counted?
Me.
Double check and make sure you've got 24.
Way too much.
Double check. Okay. You ready? Everybody ready?
Did you say 44?
24. Did you count 44? Okay. Everybody look right here. Oh, I see Macy looking. I see Sam looking. And Connor's looking. Aiden's looking. Andrea's looking. Okay. If I want you to divide those beans into half, how many groups are you going to have?
A lot.
How many groups if you're dividing in half? 2. You divide those beans into 2 equal groups because we're dividing in half.
I don't know. Divided in half.
Divide the 24 into half. So you've got 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Do you run out of beans? Have like this.
I did it. Oh, it was so easy without counting. You don't even have to count. It's 12. I know it's 12.
Oh, Alex has his ready.
I can't do it. Count like 12.
No. You've got your whole group. Who can tell me what 1/2 of 24 is? Alex? It's 12. Okay. Now we're moving to this. What is this?
3.
1/3. So Connor, how many groups?
3.
3 equal groups. So this is the one where you have to say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You keep going. 1, 2, 3 until you divide all your beans up. I got it. Divide the beans.
I don't get this one. Oh, I don't. 6. That doesn't make sense. It has to be 8.
That means you didn't have 24 beans to start with. 3 equal groups.
Got 3 equal groups. It has 24. Whenever I give one, she has 24. It's still like oh, you're just not counting right.
Who has theirs divided into 3 equal groups?
Oh, I dropped one. I dropped one. I have 24. I have 24 and this is
Now we said if we have a third, it's 3 equal pieces or 3 equal groups. Sam, how many did you have in one of those groups?
3.
There's 3 groups, but how many is in one group? 1. Okay, how many are in one group? 8. There should be 8 if you divide it into 3 equal groups. All right, let's do this last one. We'll practice one more time. This one is 1/4.
I have 25 now.
So how many pieces or how many groups? 4. So you take all of your beans together and you count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want 4 groups. Get busy. 4 groups. No, that's not what I said. You take all 24 of your beans and you make 4 equal groups. And Macy, how many did you get? 6. If you counted 6 in one of your groups, raise your hand. Okay, so 1/4 of 24 is 6. That's what when we talk about fractions, this is dividing into equal either pieces or groups. And you have to look at your fraction. That bottom number tells you how many groups or how many pieces that you need to have. Everybody got it?
Yes,
I want you
ma'am.
to gather your beans, and I want you to put them back in your little can and put the lid back on. When you have finished putting your beans back in and your lid back on correctly, please stack it in the box back there.
I did because I was afraid we were going to miss the one. I knew you did try to do it. It's still going.
I should know. I'm still
No, I just thought we could get something on this so they could try it. And since we did it to all of a sudden, I thought, I need to go ahead and do this. Nope, we don't look at the camera. You're following instructions.
Alright. The next thing that I want us to do is I want you to go sit on the carpet, but you need to leave me some room for my chair.
Can we get our backpacks?
No.
Yeah, they don't all have to
See if you want my
First,
chair
put
to
on the
here?
one.
It's over there behind the camera.
He doesn't want us to then she's not on the carpet.
That's all. You can sit on the carpet.
You want to sit on the carpet, Sam?
Peyton, Carter, Tessa, Mason, and Penny, come sit, please. That's fine.
Is it all No, it's his second time.
So I want you to put that on your
It's
list.
a long time.
You just set your pencil down and sit here.
No, it's a second. Second. Yeah, second. Because I remember one time. It was like in my October, I think. Maybe November. And it was Do you remember?
Wasn't. Okay. So remember yesterday when we read The Little Red Hen
Yes.
and Burro's Tortillas? Do you remember that? Well, we're going to read two more stories.
Oh, wow.
So the first one we're going to read. On the page, Josie, you need to be on the carpet, please. The Three Little Pigs.
Yes. I swear.
Are you ready to listen? Because we're going to have to look at and organize
Similarities
and differences to help
help
us
us understand better.
There once was a mother pig who had 3 little pigs. One day they told Mother Pig they wanted to go seek their fortunes. She gave them her blessing. So the 3 little pigs trotted out into the world. Okay.
I heard this. What did you say?
You've probably heard this one before.
The 3 little pigs. Tell me when you're going
The first little pig had not gone far when he met a man with a cart of straw. Please, man, may I have some straw to build a house? He asked. The man gave him the straw and the little pig built a house. Before long, a wolf passed that way, knocked at the door of the little straw house and called out, little pig, let me come in. Sam, are you listening? Kara, why don't you go put your scarf back at your desk, please? No, not by the hair of my chinny chin, answered the little pig. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in. But the little pig had slipped away into the woods. The second little pig met a man with a wagon of sticks. Please, man, may I have some sticks to build a house?
The other one's smarter than the rest.
The man gave him the sticks, and the little pig built a house. Then along came the wolf, knocked at the door, and called out, little pig, let me come in. No, not by the hair of my chin, answered the little pig. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and at last he blew the house in. But the second little pig had slipped out the back door and hidden in the thicket.
The thicket.
It's like a forest, a bunch of trees. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks. Please, man, do you have some extra bricks so that I can build a house? He asked. The man did, and gave him the bricks, and the little pig built a house. Then along came the wolf, knocked at the door, and called out,
Little pig, let me come in.
little pig, let me come in. No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said the little pig.
You. It's just a tail.
Then I'll huff,
And
I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and still he could not blow the house in. At last, when the wolf found out he could not blow the little house in, he called out, little pig, I know where there's a nice apple tree. Oh, do you? Where? Asked the little pig. Down at Merry Orchard. Would you like to come with me to get some apples at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning? Yes, said the little pig. The next morning, the little pig got up at 5 o'clock and he went to the orchard. He climbed an apple tree and was eating a ripe, rosy-cheeked apple when, lo and behold, there was Mr. Wolf below. Wait. Aha, little pig, so you are here before me, said the wolf. Is the apple good? Yes, very, said the little pig, trembling. I'll throw you one. Here you are. And he threw an apple toward a hill slope. Then it rolled and rolled, and while the wolf had to run after it, he was racing to pick up the apple. The little pig climbed down quickly and ran until he reached home, safe and sound.
Is that the fox trying to get the apple?
Yeah. The next morning, the wolf came again to the little pig's house and called out, little pig, I know where there's a fair. Oh, you do you? Where? Asked the little pig. At Shanklin. Would you like to go with me at 3 o'clock this afternoon? Yes, said the little pig.
You said I'd go like... It's going to go before that. Going to go at 2. At 2.
So the little pig went to the fair at 2 o'clock and bought a butter churn, and on his way home, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. He was frightened and did not know what to do, so he jumped into the butter churn to hide. It tipped over and rolled down the hill with the pig inside. This gave the wolf such a fright that he did not go to the fair, but trotted slowly home.
I have a dream about a fox and a cat. Which one?
The following day, he went round to the little pig's house and called out, little pig, I got a fright. I can tell you, as I went to the fair yesterday, a big round thing rolled down the hill and nearly knocked me over. The little pig laughed. Afraid, were you? Well, I can tell you about that. The big round thing was a butter churn that I bought at the fair, and I was inside it. Then the wolf was angrier than ever and called out, now, little pig, I mean to eat you up anyhow. I'm coming down the chimney. Oh, are you? Said the little pig. And as the wolf jumped down, the pig took off the lid of a large pot of boiling water that was on the fire. The wolf tumbled into the bubbling pot. Then the little pig popped on the cover again. So there was the end of the wolf, and the little pig lived happily ever after. I don't know, it doesn't say anything.
Oh, I see the one.
So that is the story of the three little pigs. Yeah, the little red hen. This is the true story of the three little pigs.
I like that one better. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one better. I love that book. That's what I'm listening to.
Are you listening? We borrowed this from Miss Santa. Are you ready? So you keep the Three Little Pigs story in your mind. And now we're going to listen to this one. And we're going to see what's the same.
And what's different?
And we're going to see what's different. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs. Or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody's ever heard my side of the story. Who do you think's talking there?
Wolf.
Wolf is. We always hear about the Three Little Pigs. I am the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al.
Alexander.
I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong.
Got you.
You need to come back where you were. Josie, you need to scoot away from Timmy so you won't quit talking. Are y'all ready to listen?
Yes, my.
What's the wolf's name?
Alexander.
But you can call him.
Al.
I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too.
That was so good. Timmy, you can't get on.
Timmy, scoot back where you were. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Timmy, get back where you were. Clayton Mason, are you listening?
No.
Doesn't look like it. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold and I ran out of sugar.
I know one.